Ed, do you think the Skywars tournament was set up well?
Fuck no.
Aside from being a total fest, what specifically went wrong? So, we start with bugs. Now, many of you probably already know this, and if you don't know this will be revolutionary information for you. Basically, there was a command called /start, which essentially enabled you to start games without the entire game being filled. Now, a player by the name of Rhetorical Nerd actually used this and got to the position of number 2 before he got banned. Additionally, there was also the command /setBracket. Now, I can't tell you my sources here, but I can tell you that these are completely game-breaking, and I mean game-breaking commands. These commands were also originally meant for testing. So whatever developers, whatever admins originally made these commands for testing, they seriously screwed up here. /setBracket was essentially a command where you could set your own bracket. So technically you could set your bracket to a Grandmaster bracket. And now I'm not entirely sure that this command existed because I only did confirm it with a few sources, but I will tell you these sources are pretty credible. I'm actually not revealing these sources because they actually chose to be anonymous. But just imagine how much damage could be done to the server if this sort of neglect is being kept up in a competitive event. This is just one of the few things I want to talk about in this video. I'm pretty sure you guys might not know that this existed in the past. The second main thing is the loot tables. Now, you might think the loot tables are fine since they're the exact same as a Team Insane, which is great. I mean, you can have your stupid opinion and I'll have mine. I think they should change the loot tables for competitive events. You should not have so many projectiles off spawn. That just is a no-brainer. Many of the times in these tournament games, in Masters brackets or above, I would just be locked at my island because people are just bow camping or projectile camping off the side. It doesn't encourage a fast-paced game. It just doesn't. It's not fun-based. It's really just sweaty and annoying. Another thing regarding the game setup that I would like to talk about is, in fact, the time of the game. Now, many of the times I played in the tournament games, the games would take forever, and this would eventually end up in a draw where no one really won. So I think next time, Hypixel should really look to extending the game time, keeping Doom for a longer amount of time, because I think that's important in a competitive setting where everyone's trying to sweat a lot and stay alive. Now, my final point regarding the tournament is fixing the main issues, which is cheating. Now, every time you go into a master bracket or a grandmaster bracket, you may encounter closet cheaters, auto blockers, 4-blockers, all those sorts of beautiful things that you would encounter on a regular basis on the Hypixel network. They said they might finish up Watchdog in the beginning of 2020. It's approaching the middle of 2020, and we still haven't seen any sort of noticeable changes. Now, I also want to go through evidence that I captured of someone boosting with Rhetorical Nerd, who is a bug abuser I talked about before. Rhetorical Nerd was also cheating using reach and using auto block, and also anti-KB, and I'll cover that here in just a moment. But basically, I feel like Hypixel should ban everyone associated with the cheaters that are being banned. Like, that's a no-brainer. But in this clip that you'll see, it's actually Ertriches playing with this person, and Ertriches still hasn't been banned, and they're probably not going to. In the Bed Wars tournament, which Hypixel seems to care about more than Skywars, the cheaters actually got banned alongside the people being boosted, which means that the people getting boosted are being banned for boosting, which is good. I don't know why they abandoned that for this tournament. Oh!